Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Christy here to do the weekly reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you don't know your Moon and Rising sign, Leo, there's a link in the description box where you can learn your whole birth chart. And that way, if you need additional messages and assistance through the week, you can always look at your Moon and Rising sign reading as well as your Sun sign reading today. So this is for Leo for the week of August 1st to August 8th. I'll be using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck for the 5-card spread today. And then as always, we'll be drawing additional message cards from each of the Healing with the Angels Tarot and the Medicine card Tarot. So Leo, we're looking at general messages for your sign, and I encourage you to apply whatever you find useful, helpful, and healing here in this spread to whatever is most prominent in your life. All right, let's shuffle until we get 5 jumper cards, Leo, and then we'll begin your spread for you. So what does Leo need to know? So I've got clumps of them coming out. I'm looking for 4 more individual jumper cards. All right, 2 more individual jumper cards. Okay, just one here. Oh, there's another clump. So I'm just going to shuffle until we get 1 more jumper card, Leo. Move this back a tiny bit. We have another little pile there. Let's say we shuffle for about 4 or 5 more times for 1 more jumper, and if we don't get one, Leo, I'll pull from the center of the deck for you. All right. Cool. Okay, so we've got your 5 cards out. First thing I want to do is get the book and the author's information around Message in a Bottle because it's the central position. So this is Message in a Bottle is your central position card. It's not a complimentary card. So I just want to be super clear about what the authors intended when they built this card. Okay, so Message in the Bottle represents you right now for the week, Leo, in terms of what do you need to know. So essentially, if any of the information here is something you're already aware of and going through, this could act as a confirmation that you're in the right direction or where you need to be. Alternately, if you're going in another direction, this is just information that you may need to know about moving ahead with regard to your most prominent issue this week in a general manner. So the essential meaning here is communication. It's a sign. It's an ancient name for an oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. And the word is Cledon, and I think it's a Celtic word. It's written Cledon. So this is what's interesting about message in a bottle as opposed to signs or the card signs, or as opposed to soulmates and that type of thing, because it sort of comes into your world without you even asking for it, or without you even identifying or acknowledging the speaker as someone who would know that information, know anything about you in order to provide that information, or that you would have asked for. So this is the type of information, it's a sign, it's communication that's a sign that's available to you if your eyes and ears are perked up, so to speak. So this is the type of thing that can happen in an instant by a stranger, for example. It doesn't even have to be, when I say stranger, I mean someone in a lineup at the store. It could mean someone online that you've never heard of before. Ultimately, there's a sign that is available to you that can help shift how you're about to move forward this week. So this is an interesting position to be in as well, because it could be something that you're projecting also. It could be that someone else is relying on you to get a message across, that they're waiting for someone else to pick up on. However, I tend to think just because this is in the central position and not a complementary card to the central position, that this is something that you're bringing in to your life. So keep your eyes and ears perked up for incoming information or a sign that you would least expect this week, okay, Leo? So in the energy that you're just coming out of or bringing into the week, we have unfinished symphony. In the what's working for you position is the card breathe. What is working against you or information you need to become aware of is the time for a nap card. And then in the probable outcome card is the fates. So there is, the fates is one of the heavier cards. It's not a negative card, it's just heavy energy, just because it comes with a sense of having to have all the answers and also in trying to figure out where you are in something, okay? It just means, here's what's curious about looking at it this way. We have unfinished symphony energy that you're just leaving or bringing into the week. This generally means not necessarily the arts, but it could be an artistic way in which you go about something, political, business, personal, whatever, if it's not an actual artistic endeavor. Unfinished symphony always just means that there's something that needs completion, something that needs a little bit of a topper, some polishing, some editing, some finesse, okay? And when you're bringing it into the situation that you're currently, your mental state is, which is you're looking for a sign or you're waiting for a sign, what's interesting is the probable outcome being the fates. And I think when I say it's sort of a heavy energy card, this is going to feel like a fateful matter, okay? If you hear or when you encounter that messaging this week or that sign, this week, Leo, it's going to feel fateful, as though you were meant to hear it. It's the right time, it's the right place. And I would run with that. I would absolutely go with that, because here's the thing, when you're ready to bring something into completion into your world, when you're ready to look at how to finesse and polish something off to get to another level, um, you're not thinking small scale. This isn't a small scale endeavor here. And it could be that you're building on, as I said, in a general sense, it could be business or travel or personal, even romantic relationships. It could be mental health. It could be physical health. Again, whatever is most prominent in your life this week, Leo, when you uh, consider this information, when I say something's unfinished, it could very well be that you're just waiting for that sign. But part of that is not being desperate for it, it's being open to it. So just be aware that there is an essence of sort of zenning out here this week. This is available to you, this is coming to you, this is for you. You're absolutely right. When you do encounter it, it is your sign. And it will feel fateful and you'll be able to forge ahead. And this is how I feel that Unfinished Symphony will be able to be complete at the end of this. So rest assured, when you do hear this message or encounter this sign that you're meant to hear or see or feel, that it will be part and parcel of you moving ahead. So keep your eyes and ears peeled this week. Like I said, in the what's working for you is breathe. This is a really great place to begin anything from, and this is why I'm saying in such a calm manner that it's going to be a calm outcome. It's only a matter of time. It is for you, because this is the position that you're going into the week with, Leo. And I'll show you this in just a second. The breathe card. I mean, she's just completely zenned out. So it's just being willing and ready and receptive to those messages that are available to carry you to the next place. And it could be that someone's actually giving you the answer to something that you've been waiting on forever, right? Or they could give you information that will lead you to that answer, etc. So it's a beautiful place to come from here. In the what's working against you, or what you may need to become aware of, is time for a nap. This is kind of cool for me, especially because whenever I see this card, I consider it a golden opportunity to get to a place of even greater rest, right? If you're rested, you are well. Your body, your mind, your soul as well. The reason why I feel like this could be in some way working against you and sort of being so relaxed as opposed to zen, as this is a sort of zone out. See, this is awareness, the breathe, and then the time for a nap is sort of zoning out. It's another way to put this is how we distract, right? How we distract ourselves. So just be aware that in this dream state that you're experiencing here, or that you may want to experience here in order to avoid those messages or avoid the next level of your um, evolution, as it were. Just remember that if this is truly what you want, if you're ready to get to the next level, this is available to you. So let's look at these together, one by one together, to get an idea of the imagery and the color and so forth in the cards, just because I feel that individuals looking at these for themselves have an intuitive sense of what this means to you. So I just want you to be aware of what's in the cards. This is whenever there's a strike between two elements, I'm always looking at a sense of balance. So immediately what I see is a sense of balance here. It's really important to create a sense of balance, especially if you're undergoing anything difficult or that's trying for you. Just remember that, you know, we're looking at elements of air and water in particular here. Air is the mind, water is the emotions. So just try to recall to instances in the past where you've had to create this type of balance in your own life when going through something or waiting to get to the next level or really pushing yourself. Just recall times that you've achieved this. And I think you'll be more this type of mind frame will be more easily available to you, and you'll be able to just run through this and not give it a whole lot of thought or let it bring you down or have to ruminate over it type thing. I think you'll be able to just say, oh, okay, if I keep balanced between these two worlds, the mind and the emotions, I'll be able to carry on effectively. It's another element in looking at this as well. And of course, we have the communications here, the old style telephone. But as we all know, we can communicate over the internet. We can do it even psychically. We can do ESP. We can do astral travel. So again, however this appeals to you, Leo, just look for messages here that are available to you. And the key word here is a sign. You're looking for a sign that's available to you to help raise your vibration, raise your evolution. In the unfinished symphony, I'm just looking for another egg. Okay, so this is the only egg in the reading. So anytime we see an egg as well, we're looking at a breakthrough, right? A revolution, something that's coming to fruition here. And it's all about the arts or an artistic endeavor. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to do strictly with the arts. It can be an artistic manner in which you go about something. Leo is also a sign that is considered extremely artistic, performative artists, for example, singers, writers, actors are often Leos or have highly prominent Leo influence in their charts, especially in the first 5 planets. So this is about how you're behaving, how you're going about things in your own way, and in a way that is particular and refined and can be attributed to you, even if it's a job or a thing that everyone else is doing. It's the way you're doing it that's really unique to you. And this is important that you are able to do this and you're willing to do this in your own way, in a way that's artistic to you. Because it's always important to bring your own element, your own personality into your work or into your art or into your world, whatever you're doing, and to remain an individual that way. And then we're looking at what is working for you. And like I said, we're just looking at one of the most zen people here. She's just really into chilling. That would be the best way I can express this. This person is interested in letting something come to them. And it really speaks as well to the message in the bottle. I think as long as you come from this place of being content, but open, right? You accept yourself and things the way they are, but you're open to change and evolution. So it's this sort of healthy balance of you accept things the way they are, but you're willing to work on and dream about something greater than yourself, greater than the present position. So I think the balance here could also be not only between mind and emotions, it could be between feeling grateful, but also having passion for something greater or something beyond yourself. So this is a healthy balance to keep as well, Leo. And again, with the time for a nap, not that there can't be a golden opportunity within the dream world or a nap time, but just be, or just recognize here that uh, an overemphasis on napping, and I'm using this as a metaphor for, you know, distraction, as I said early in the spread. Just be aware here that you're not overemphasizing this, particularly if you're zenning out. It's important to get rest and to get what you can from rest. And like I mentioned, anytime we see gold here in any of the cards, we're looking at a golden opportunity. Perhaps you can find the message here as well. I think the only concern here would be not to rest too long, or not to take for granted, or not to rest on your laurels, so to speak. To be so receptive that you're not projecting what you've learned, or not um, acting on what you've learned, or in any way that is beneficial to you to get to the next level. Because if this is how it's working for you this week, the probable outcome assures that you will be up, keeping up with the highest good for yourself, your highest power, your highest evolution. And see how she's attached to the stars. This is something that you feel that is extremely important to you, that speaks to your soul. So if that's the case as well, it could be a soul speak. It could be that you're getting the message internally, right? That you're getting it from your own spirit guides, your own guardian angels, or your own relationship with your either archangels, guardian angels, um, ancestral spirits, or even I would say nature spirits, etc. So whatever is working for you that you think is the best way to forge ahead to become the person that you really want to be, that you feel deep inside. This is really critical here. Not what other people want from you, not what's going to make you money, not necessarily, not what other people imagine you doing, nothing that feels forced, right? This is about receptivity. This is the natural state for you. So I think you're going to feel really happy at the end of this week, Leo, with coming to terms with getting to your highest self. And I don't think it's going to be a huge struggle for you at all. I think you're going to be pretty welcoming about this. Frankly, like I said, there's no struggle here, but there is a sense of, you know, you want that sign. You're waiting for that sign. You need to hear that word. You need to see that picture. You need to get that validation, etc. So I think in addition to the other messages we spoke about here, I think the validation really does need to come from you. It does need to, come from within. And this is probably the best way to get there as well. We have the truth and integrity card here. So this is why I think it's so important as well, Leo, that you are receptive, particularly this week, to these messages, as opposed to forcefully seeking them, okay, or forcefully uh, making yourself available to other groups or individuals so that you know, find that golden moment. As opposed to seeking, act, be receptive this week is all I'm really seeing here. And so the reason why I really do feel like this is higher level integrity, higher level truth for you is because we have in the addition message card. Like, it's not a small matter. And I said that at the beginning of the reading as well. It's not a small matter, it's not heavy, but it's going to feel big for you. It's a big energy, it's a big magic. So I think if you continue in this manner with truth and integrity, you will continue to see these types of signs available to you and this type of information available to you, and you're going to feel way more relieved with the position that you find yourself in or that you are putting yourself in, as opposed to maybe asking questions like, is this really for me? Should I be doing this? Etc. Etc. I feel like it is for you. I feel like it is very positive and art because you're following the artistic path for you. Um, and rest assured that if it is artistic and it is something specific to you that only you can do or only you can provide, it's that much more important, Leo. All right, and in the final card here, we have secrets. The Lynx is the card of secrets. So just be aware here that someone's not lording secrets over you, holding them from you, or using these against you, and vice versa, that you're not doing this to someone else. Certainly, it could also mean that there are secrets of the universe or secrets to the path that you are on or endeavoring within that you need to become aware of. It's also resting under the fates. So we have something here that could be a secret as the sign. The sign itself could be the secret. So just be aware of secrets, remaining engaged in the week with truth and integrity. Remember not to become too distracted this week, but that there could be a message or a sign for you available within a dream. To remember that yes, something does need polishing. The sign is there available to you, and it will lead you to your highest self and ultimately be receptive. Remember to breathe and be grateful. And I think everything will look really pleasant for you this week, Leo. So that concludes your reading. I am genuinely interested in hearing how this works out for you for the week. So if you have a second, let me know how this works out for you. And if you're not already, subscribe to my channel because I upload videos for your sign every single week. So until we meet next time, Leo, take good care of yourself. Bye for now.